So good evening everybody and welcome back to FTRL in association with Bristol Street Motors and Accelerate. We are back then with GT action, second night of the week, GT2 on track for the second time in season 21, and it is the first of our endurance races, and we are here at the very popular choice of Dragon Trail Seaside. Lots of action to go through tonight, which we've got a long race ahead of us, and to help me go through with it, we've got a debutant in the commentary box. It is Connor, or our GT3 driver at Blue in Element. Good evening, Connor. Thank you for... Well, we'll be gentle to you, gentler than the death chicane will probably treat some of the drivers tonight, I'm sure. Love the death chicane, we all love the death chicane. And so here we are then, Dragon Trail Seaside, very popular circuit. How do you feel about this track? To carry the speed of the death chicane, you really have to commit to it. And obviously, if you're in the lead, right, they say can't hear you. So I don't think we've got your party settings quite right. Can somebody remind us where to find the party settings? Because uncanny, I remember off the top of my head, and I'm going to go and have a quick look. See if we can remember where it is. Mike? It's not in Mike, is it? So I think it's in... I think it is in... Settings... Accessibility? Display and sound... Nope, not that. Sound. Yeah, if somebody could remind us in the chat where we find share voice command. It's not going to be there, is it? No. Fingers crossed. Anybody care to assist? Share button settings, I believe, far right. So try that. Right, so can we confirm? Can we now hear Connor? Please? Anyone? Boy? Beaver? People? Dane? Royston? Hello? Anyone at all? So people there, can they now hear Ava Lewis? Still nope. Right, so share button. So have you got your settings so include your mic's audio and include party audio, yeah? Are you ready now? Can you confirm? Can we hear Connor yet? Check. I do apologise for some technical difficulties. Voice. Keep clicking on buttons. Hi Lennon. Still no apparently. Yeah, consult the team. Welcome viewers, we are still just experiencing some technical difficulties with my co-co trying to get him in. Keep saying things randomly, hopefully we'll hear you eventually. But yeah, so we of course are here at the Croatian circuit, Dragon Trail Seaside. This week of course, with it being our first endurance race, it is the first time that everybody will be in the Group 3 Subaru, which is the BRZ. New for GT7. Oh my god, somebody's put something in. So if you go into the party option, so as in go into game base, and then on the far right hand side there's like 3 dots. Or more maybe. And the voice chat settings. Allow one to share your voice.
There we go.
There we go. Right. Hopefully.
That should allow it.
Can you hear him now? Are we there?
Oh.
Let us know in the chat, please, and thank you. Perfect. There we go. We're in. We're up and running.
We got there in the end.
Great success. Welcome for the second time, everybody. Meet Connor, aka Oblivion Element.
Thank you. Again, we can go for the introduction of the Def
There we go. Yeah, so let's talk about Dragon Trail Seaside. How do you feel about Dragon Trail Seaside? Now that I know, I think you maybe should share with the rest of the FTRL community how you feel about Dragon Trail Seaside.
I love the track. Going through your Def chicane, having to commit very bravely to the left-hand side of the wall is you're going to get yourself a solid lead coming through there, especially if you can just narrowly miss it.
Yeah, I think that's the key to speed. It's like a lot of street circuit racing. You've got to be close to the walls to get the speed.
Yeah, be very brave, a lot of commitment.
You really need to straight line it as much as you can. There's a big curb obviously on each side, and you kind of want to brush the wall on the left. Then you want to kind of hook your right hand tyres over the curb, between the curb and the wall, don't you? On the right hand part on the exit.
Yeah,
which just kind of keeps the car stable-ish. It will carry the speed, and it should enable you to get a good run of that final straight. But of course, there's a lot more to this circuit than just that dash chicane.
Yeah.
Nice technical, fast and flowing sections. A couple of the slow starts. Can you also turn your mic up a little bit? You're a little bit quiet, apparently.
Oh, I can do. That one I know how to do.
Yeah. She says, confident.
That says, yeah. Again, 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Yeah, so the circuit, it's got a couple of tricky chicanes in there, some nice technical S's section, a couple of slow corners as well, so plenty of overtaking opportunities, plenty of mistakes to be made as well, lots of challenging parts of this.
So I'll see a lot less spinning as we did in GT3 last night.
Oh, I don't know, I think there could be more spinning than in GT3 last night. Around here, lots of big curves, which they kind of need to attack a little bit as well, some of the curves around here, and that could unsettle the cars, so we shall see how we get on then. So it's, of course, I did mention it's the first of our endurance races this week then, so a lot longer than we saw last night and last week in GT2 then, so there's a little bit of some housekeeping to do about the rules and regulations. And of course, as we mentioned last week, GT2 and GT1 are very much interlinked this season. We've got teams in both divisions. They are contributing towards their team's overall score with a view of getting to the grand final in week 10. Now this is round 2 for GT2. We've got 35 laps ahead of us here, which is a long old slog. And there's some factors at play here. Now, historically in endurance races, obviously you're going to want to be on the quickest tyre, which is the soft tyre. Now to make it and put a little bit more strategy in there, you can only use the soft tyres once in the race, so no multiple soft stints until the tyres go off. You have to look at different combinations of making the tyres work, so that could be medium and soft, that could be soft and hard, that could be medium. Who knows what the drivers have been doing. They've been practicing hard all week. I'm sure they've got the strategies in orders, but how it's going to play out in the race, well, we shall soon see. And we're about to get underway in qualifying then. So, qualifying is about to commence. A slightly longer session this week. We've got 15 minutes of qualifying, with it being a longer race. So it gives the drivers a little bit more time to get their eye in ahead of the race. So, who's going out the pits first? It is Blue Flag. In one of our corporate sponsored cars there. That's convenient.
From the last season that I watched, Blue Flag was definitely one person to watch. He was stupidly quick in the last season from what I saw.
Indeed. So blue flag's been around after all a very, very, very long time. Pretty much since the beginning, I believe. In fact. So yeah, there is. If anybody's got FTRL running through his veins, it is FTRL blue flag. A nearly man in terms of winning titles in GT1 way back when. Was, I can't remember which season it was, maybe 4 or 5. We were in the Group 2 cars. And so I pretty much had the title won, and then he missed the last week of the championship to go visit Aaron in Manchester, and Pagani stole the title from him. And since then, it's never really quite worked out for him, unfortunately. Still quick on his day, as we saw last week. He won the first race of the season at Suzuka. And yeah, it's not quite to be able to hook it up since. It has got a reputation, though, for being a firm defender. And I think that's putting it bluntly. Maybe being mild about it. I'm sure Aaron would use other language. But
maybe.
How that will work out tonight, we shall see then. So we've come round to the final corner. We're going to go on board with FTRL blue flag in the cockpit. And would you like to take us on a lap?
From the numbers of corners that I remember.
There we go then. So, coming into the pits, in fact. So, but yes, everybody's on the medium tyre, which means that they are likely to be changing tyres. So on board with Joker then, who is on his way to do a full lap, so we'll go on board with him.
He's also out on the medium, so that he's not running soft to start, I don't think.
He might change his mind, he might get a banker lap in, but let's have a look. So into the first chicane we come then. Right, and beyond those curves there, but over this crest here, which will set the back of the car a little bit light, so watch out for the back stepping out there.
Still holding it quite strongly straight. There's no jitteriness in the back.
I feel that curve, a quick kink right there, then use the curve on exit, down second gear then for the right hand hairpin. And we start climbing over the crest, good evening Eddie Catflap.
Attacking the corner on the way in there. Really close to the curb edge.
Yeah, you need to be right, get a good line through there to keep the speed up. Nice there from Joker, even on those medium tyres. Now we start plunging down the hill towards the heavy braking zone here. This will be a good overtaking opportunity in the race.
It's another one where you've got to be really committed to try and take that as tight as possible to get a good exit.
So indeed, open the throttle early, use all the track on exit, and here we go into the left chicane.
The first time tonight, handles it very well for the first time doing it tonight.
That was nice there. Nicely attacked, kept the speed up. Apparently he's been attacked by a fly, so despite the insect-based intrusions, Joker on his way then into the final corner. Again, overtaking opportunity, but if not, you want to set yourself up there for a run up the hill. Down start finish straight, of course it will lead to an overtaking opportunity in turn 1. Comes to the line. 39.6 is the first time on board. However, he's immediately jumped by Rom Elson behind him. He's also on the medium tyres, and he's on a 38.2. So
very impressive time for the first lap.
Yeah, blue flag then, who was the first of the drivers to stop. So he's then now on his time run on the soft tyre. So let's have a look how much quicker the soft tyres are going to be around here. The time difference can be probably about a second, maybe more than a second. Especially around a tight and technical circuit like this, where a lot of corners where those soft tyres will be advantageous. Of course, they're not going to last very long though. So tyre wear and fuel wear higher than it was last week, of course, in the sprint races is just times 1, so as 1 lap it equals 1 lap. With this one it's higher, so more laps worth of wear, and you can see 0.3 of a second up in sector 1.
Already flying down the hill. Left, very close to the inside of that curb just then.
Again, you need to
very
be right on the limit
committed.
around here. That's where the speed is, isn't it? That's where the time is. Finest margins. So
heavy braking zone.
20 watching already. So thank you for joining us. Please do like the stream if you have not already. If not, why the hell not? Blue flag has lost some time in that middle sector though. Now only half a second purple.
Very close to the outside wall of the def chicane.
Oh, big slide! Wow!
Yep.
Caught it there. Great save from blue flag. But
really
that's going to lost
good
even
save.
more time. You don't want to be doing that in the race.
The last thing you want to do is slide out of there and collect a couple people.
Just see any careful. And goes only P2. There's left half a second to Rom. Eddie clapped up in the chat. My son's taking part in a social experiment. He's got to wear a Just Stop Oil t-shirt for 2 weeks. So far he's been spit on, punched and had a carton of milk poured over him. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when he leaves the house. I've seen that repeated several times. Mainly with Tories wearing a Conservative t-shirt. That would be the one that I'd tell anyway. Lennon then has gone to the top of the timesheet there with his first flying lap on the soft tyres there, but again only marginally faster than Ron. That's actually a very decent lap from Elson on those medium tyres.
Yeah, within a tenth.
Steph's gone third on the soft tyres, so Aaron's just coming blue flag doing a Serge Aurier slide. It's the first few times of the ball then. Lennon on pole provisionally at the moment from Ron, with Steph in third. Homer in fourth. We had a strong week last week, but didn't get the results he desired. He had a really strong start in race 1 and then had a bit of an incident and slipped back a little bit. Blue flag fifth. Jones is in P6, of course, winner of race 3 last week. Joke in P7. Had a Dusty Foster who won round 2. Zomler in P9. They've got Derek in P10.
I'm very fond of Zomler's livery.
He has done an absolutely superb job for those Rebellion liveries. Absolutely superb. They switch back in 11th. Aaron commenting a solid lap from Mike there, just the 15 seconds off the pace. Lennon then through the dash chicane, a bit of a slide on exit, and he's going to get a nice little slipstream here from Zom.
It looked like Aaron, not Aaron, the one that confused me last week.
Andy.
He had a bit of an incident. Andy, that was the one. Had a bit of an incident going into the second to last hairpin on the far right of the track.
So, meanwhile, change at the top, switchback goes fastest from blue flag. Here comes Lennon to the line. Can he reclaim provisional pole? No, he goes second fastest though. So switchback then has put himself onto provisional pole then with, how long have we got this session left? 8 minutes.
Homer came in and took the pole position of that one.
Homer then to the top then, so Red Bull back to the fore. That beautiful matte livery there. So Homer then laying down his stall. Now he's on the soft tyre. What can switchback do? Current winner is Homer from switchback. Lennon in third. Blue flag is fourth, and Rom in fifth. He's now on the soft tyres though, so let's see what he can do. Jonesy in sixth, Steph in seventh, the Joker eighth, Dusty Fossil ninth, Derek in P10, Mikey up to 11th, so he's improved slightly. He's on 12th, Andy is 13th, Marley currently 14th. Homer with the twitch. Let's go have a look at. Oh, blue flag's backwards at the dash chicane.
Backwards, yeah.
Yeah, blue flag facing the wrong way. City Boss Blue. Oh my! He's tried to. Who did he hit there? Was that? That was Jonesy. So Jonesy coming through the dash chicane, and blue flag was trying to right himself and right into his path. So not the safest of rejoins there.
It's the unfortunate of the track being so tight around there. You can collect someone quite
Difficult
easily.
to get span around, isn't it? Really, as well. So yeah, not the best one there from blue flag. And then the one on pole position with even Will as well.
Can Homer increases lead for provisional pole?
Let's have a look. 37.6 at the moment. Does not improve there. So
no.
Cool down lap, so he might go in for some fresh tyres. Still
Yeah.
got 6 minutes, so plenty of time to get back in for a fresh set of tyres. Switch back on the cool down lap as well. Lennon's still pounding around. Trying to burn the fuel up as well. That's going to be a factor as well. Of course, the fuel load coming off as they get into the session, so we could still see a host of quicker times to come.
Someone could definitely push the fuel to the very limit and try and just have, while the car is as light as possible, just fly and claim pole right at the very end.
Indeed, and we could see fastest lap right at the very death then as just Mikey improves to P6 then. So Mikey making inroads up the leaderboard. He had some strong pace last night, Mikey, but the results didn't reflect that pace. As he catches the inside of that curb there, and a big twitch. That carries on then, so we expect to see some guys back into the pits then for some fresh tyres. Blue flag's on a fresh set of tyres now. Lennon's still pounding around. The switchback has stopped for fresh rubber. And he's now tucked it right behind Jonesy, so he could start his lap here with a very nice toe.
Rom Elson getting really squirrely out of the Jeff chicane just then. He really wiggled as he hit the apex coming out of there.
Kept his foot down there. He's might get a little bit of a toe there from Joker, who's just up the road from him. I am well versed. I'm not falling for that one, don't worry. Not in a month or some days then. What does Rom do? Goes second fastest. So
it's a good improvement, even with the squirrel at the end.
Improvement, however, he's immediately demoted by Lennon, despite being on older tyres. Lennon goes back into P2.
So Lennon looks like he's burnt a bit more fuel, so his car could be quite significantly lighter.
Whoa, a big twitch there, though, as he comes on gets on the power. Steph improving his time. But in fact, has he tied with Jonesy? He has. So Jonesy and Steph have got exactly the same time. So not quite got hooked up like yet, I don't think, Derek. BWT cars, as Dusty Fossil improves, he goes up to P10. Derek, we'll have a look at this beautiful BWT livery that has been designed by I believe Witchell and I think it was Witchell that's done these ones. So stunning job again on the BWT cars.
They are gorgeous liveries. They are very nice.
So again, a stunning looking livery all across the grid there. So let's admire some liveries for a moment. So we're looking at the BWT one in a minute. Then we've got Marley. So the BWT boys coming down 13th and 14th. So they qualifying, of course, but the further you start forward, the less cars you have to get past and the less accidents you're going to get involved in, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Zon there running the alternate Rebellion livery in the white with the colour splats. And then his teammate, of course, Steph, who's in the black version. Stunning liveries as well. We know that Zon is a good one. Of course, Joker and Dusty Fossil in there. In our WRT liveries, Joker coming to the line.
I do like the white, red, and black. They are really good contrasting colours for the cars.
Really nice, isn't it? Yeah, I'm very big fan of that. So it was a good choice from us. Happy with how they've turned out. And the up to P9 in the second of the One Motorsport liveried Subarus. Switchback goes back into P2 meanwhile. And just half a tenth off pole, so it's getting tight at the top. Homer, though, continues to lead the way.
Switchback's
having a moment. Oh, keeps it pointing the right way, but we saw that.
Don't think we didn't.
We saw that. We saw all of it then. So what's Ron going to do? To first chicane. This is an outlap, flying lap for him. So let's have a look how he's getting on the first sector. He's only 1.5 tenths off a pole, and he's in 4th at the moment. So he comes up then to right hand and get the first checkpoint in a second. How's he getting on? The answer is I don't know. It didn't pop up. So he's just on an outlap.
Nope, it hasn't come up.
Yeah, I think he's on an outlap. That will probably be white. Switch back. Meanwhile. It's Homer. Homer's not swapped tyres yet, so I think he's just going to pound around. I don't think he's going to improve. And Switchback getting on. He is 5.5 seconds down, so I think he's having a cool down lap. What about Lennon?
Lennon did have a bit of an issue coming into the... Yeah.
Andy through. So he's not improving. What about Rom? We'll just see one. So blue flag. P5 at the minute, half a second off. So the top 4 really tightly bunched there, less than 1.5 tenths between 1st and 4th, and half a second back to P5. Joker's up to 6th meanwhile. Jones in 7th. Mikey in 8th, Steph in 9th, Anwar in 10th. Homer has now pitted, but he's going to hard press to get around to do another lap. So interesting to see Marley's in the pits as well, so Marley's not going to improve. Let's have a look. Let's go on board switchback. Currently P2, then this will probably be the final laps.
Blue flag seemed to have a really good depth chicane just then. As he came out, it was just dead straight, it was near perfect.
Let's have a look then as he crosses the lines. Currently P5. Ooh, but a slow lap then, so no, not that one. Switchback, purple in sector 1. So switchback's on a charge, 3 tenths purple. Lennon's behind him. Rom's behind him as well. Rom is up, but not purple. So let's stay on with switchback then. Final lap now. So this is it now. The last chance saloon for everybody.
I'm just hoping he doesn't overcommit into the depth chicane.
Oh, there we go. And second checkpoint coming up. He was 3 tenths up. He's still 3 tenths up.
3 tenths up.
Switchback on course for Paul, but here comes the trickiest part. He brushes the wall.
Very close to the wall.
Whoa. Full commitment through there. Joker improves to P5. That's a good lap there from Joker. Switchback though still on course for provisional pole. He's just got one more corner to navigate. Nice line through there. Apexes nicely.
As he kept
Stays
his
on the
3
curb
tenths
on
lead
exit.
though.
Yep, here we go. It's now a drag to the line. Does he take pole? He does.
Oh, he has.
He's
Very
lost a little
nice.
bit of time, but still enough for pole position. Then Lennon, currently P3. What can he do? Rom's got within 0.02 of a second of him. And Rom is across the line. And he's finished. What about Lennon? Does he snatch pole? No, he doesn't. He improves, but it's not enough. He stays third. Joker's finished blue flag. Stays sixth. Jonesy still finished Mikey on the lap. He's currently P8. He'll be the last one across the line. And a great lap there. Yeah, a couple of people in the chat saying great lap there for Switchback. Mikey, nah, it's not going to be improved. It's a couple of seconds off, I think. So he's just coming around to complete then. So that will be the end of qualifying. And there we go. It is Switchback then who strikes first blood this evening. Taking pole position.
A very impressive qualifying just then.
Lennon saying he was 2.5 tenths down in the first 2 sectors, but pulled it back to improve his lap time. So again, Lennon could have been there. His final sector was clearly supreme. It is FTRL Switchback then who takes pole. So a quick rundown of the grid. Then it's Switchback on pole. Alongside him will be Homer in the Red Bull car. Lennon was lined up P3 alongside the second Red Bull car of Rom. Then we've got Joker in P5 alongside Blue Flag. Jonesy and Mikey will share row 4. Steph and Andy are on row 5. We've got Dusty Fossil and Zomwa row 12. Row 6 even. And Marley and Derek, then the BWT guys at the back of the grid. But of course, we've got 35 laps ahead of us. So plenty of time to move forward then. Get some predictions in then. Who do we think is going to win this one? Any inkling who you think is going to win this one? Go on.
Ooh.
Who's your money on?
Kind of want to say Blue Flag. He was, he did seem very, very consistent throughout all of his qualifying, even with the change in tyres.
Oh, he was facing backwards at the death share a couple of times.
He did face backwards. Hopefully he can keep his head on. The last thing you want to do is collect a few people.
Indeed, so I'm going to put mine, because he's at the front, obviously I'm going to back Joker. I'm going to back Joker for a strong result, but yeah. I think Joker for the podium, but I think Rom is going to win this one.
Zombie saying Ron or Lennon.
Fat Dane says DJ Jazzy Joker Jeff is going to win this one. It's a big shout. It's a good shout. Phoebe reckons Rom Switchback Homer. Peteman's saying City Posh Blue for the win. Well, City Posh Blue is going to come under a full foul of FFP and be demoted all his points and get relegated to GT11. So, sorry, Peteman. I mean, that's not going to happen. He's a Man City fan, so we don't like him really.
That's fair. I understand. I don't understand a lot of football, but I understand that.
Glory reckons Andy for the win. Zombie, Rom, or Lennon. Bread reckons Homer. As we await the commencement of the first of our 4 endurance races this week. City Posh reckons Zach for the win. Let's switch back, of course. Going off pole. Just need somebody to push the button. Here we go then. So the countdown has begun. We are about to see our first endurance race of the season tonight.
It'll be all eyes on Switchback to try and get away cleanly as the race starts.
Stephen, so it's standing start as well. As we await the lights, anticipation building. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. The revs go up. And the endurance race is underway, and away we go. It's a good start from the front row. Switchback seems to have got a good launch there. At Lennon coming up to challenge Homo, who's got a good second phase, is now coming back at Switchback. As they head down towards turn 1 for the first time. Switchback has got the lead. Lennon to the inside. Homer to the inside as well. They're going to go 3 wide. There's a bit of bumping there. Switchback's been nudged wide. More contact next to Homer, sweeps into the lead. Lennon through as well. The switch back there gets dumped down. Joker's up to 4th. He's had a good start. Rom's gone backwards into 6th. Jones, he had a great start up into 5th in the second of the Brawn cars, but Rom coming back at him now. And everybody seems to be away okay so far. Oh, Jonesy getting tagged by blue flag there. Big sideways moment, but gathers it up. And you're off and running. So aggressive start there from Homer, then getting alongside Lennon as well. Forcing back a little bit wide. Oh, switch back to the gravel. Romas take avoiding action. Oh, and that's Zom in the gravel as well, further back. Switch back then goes down to P10. It's been a terrible start for the Pole Cities, down to 11th. He's got dirty tyres now. Zom comes steaming in there to the bottom corner then. Sends Derek.
Switch back having a slide.
Oh, it's all gone wrong for switchback then. Through the dash chicane come the leaders. Oh, big slide from Homer.
Oh, it looked like we were going too wide into the dash chicane there.
We're all through the dash chicane on lap 1 then. So Homer leads from Lennon. And they've got a bit of a gap. With Joker now up to 3rd.
But Lennon having a bit of a squirrel.
Yeah, Lennon's squirrely there as Homer using the curb on exit then, but they were open clear. They've got 1.1 seconds over Joker. Lennon though tucks into the slipstream then as they come through the kink of turn 1. Is he going to have a move into 2? Homer covers the inside. Lennon's going to have to go the long way around.
Both of them are running on the mediums as well, so it seems like they're going for the long game at first.
Yes, let's have a quick run down the tyre situation in a moment. So Homer and Lennon on the mediums as well. So is Joker, so is Rom, Jonesy, Steph, Blue Flag, Andy, Dusty Fossil, Switchback, Zomlar, Marley, Derek, and Mikey. Mikey's had a moment. Mikey's had a Mikey moment. Everybody on the mediums to start then, and it's all gone wrong. Mikey's had a spin then at the first chicane. The front 2 and now Rom now, so the Red Bull, one Red Bull car under attack, the other one on the attack as Rom all over the back of Joker as they come down the hill for 3rd place. He's down the inside. Joker sees him coming. They're going to go side by side through the corner. Can Joker cut round the outside? Oh, Joker has a big slide. The powered up, but Rob is through. Into the dash again then for the 2nd time. Leaders through okay. Rom's through okay. Joker's through okay. Josie's tyre squealing but through okay. Clip the wall there. Steph, who's had a good start. Steph up then to P6. But it's got blue flag coming at him. Into the final corner. Not close enough though. Drops back in again. And everybody then through the chicane okay. But Mikey gets through and he does. So yep, 2 laps in the books and so far no deaths at the chicane.
The chicane hasn't claimed its name yet.
Not yet, however. Here comes Lennon for the lead down the inside this time into turn 2. They go side by side though. Homer hanging on around the outside of the brakes. He's got the inside then for the next part. Big slide though. Oh, big slide. Oh, saves it. But Lennon is through. It's that over that crest there. It really lightens the back of the car.
It's very easy to spin up the rear tyres on that.
Yeah, Jonesy on the attack there of Joker. Not able to find a way through. Now what's happened to Steph? Steph's down to 13th, so Steph's had a drama somewhere.
He might have dirty tyres.
I think he's got grass on his tyres, he's been off somewhere. Possibly the final corner. Didn't see where that's happened.
Oh, someone's in a wall.
Ooh,
Andy's in a wall.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh, it's Andy. Coming through the S's then, Andy into the wall. And up front then we've got 3 for the lead. Then Lennon now has been chased by both Red Bull cars. As he slides through the dash chicane again. All 3 through okay. And we've got 3 for the lead and a 3-car battle for 4th, 5th and 6th as well.
Everyone seemed to get through there very cleanly at the very start.
Yeah, so we've been okay so far. Maybe a couple of slides and a couple of wall bangs, but nothing, no deaths yet. So far, so good for everybody. Let's have a look how Andy and Mikey get through. Yep, all okay. Another lap, no deaths. So far, not living up to its reputation. Lennon then leading by a second then on lap 4 from the 2 Red Bull cars now. Rom was closed right in the back of Homer. So might Homer release Rom at some point to try and chase down Lennon? we'll see. Oh, got three. Oh, Josie, big twitch there as he comes out of turn 3. And lets blue flag through. Joker's on the outside of him as well. And sweeps around the outside then. And Switchback has rejoined this party as well then. So, recovering after his off on lap 1. Switchback is back in the battle then at 4P4. And we've got Dusty Fossil not too far behind either. And he's bringing Zom with him. And Marley, who's getting himself out of trouble. And we've got Derek as well. So, still quite packed together. Steph recovering after whatever moment he had. Did a 49.6 on the last lap. That's a good 10 seconds off the pace. So he's had a drama somewhere. Change for second place then. Rob now up to P2. So Homer has to let him go. And now he begins the chase of race leader Lennon. He's already set the fastest lap of the race.
Very close to the wall from Lennon just then. That was very
Rob,
impressive.
big slide on the exit, but keeps it out the wall. Jonesy on Joker for P5. He's down the inside into the final corner. Should be moved done. He might run a little bit wide. Does he get it stopped? He does. Oh, there's a big twitch on exit though.
Seems to have held it. Depends if Joker keeps up with him.
So good battles forming here. Joker now into the slipstream. They come up towards turn 1. Will they be in position here? I don't think he's going to be close enough this time around. That looks to be moved done by Jonesy. Full lead then, so Lennon's still 1.6 seconds clear, so that gap's holding at the moment. So Lennon fending off. There was just 3 thousandths of a second difference in the lap times last time around. Lennon was marginally quicker in fact, so Lennon and Rom matching each other. And Homer has latched onto the back of his teammate then, so he had a couple of scruffy laps but has got himself gathered up again. Looking on for good points for Red Bull. Blue flag now having got clear of this battle start to try and close that
Jonesy
gap.
having a moment. He had a bit of a slide coming out of there just then.
Over these crests, let's see where it does get a little bit light at the back. So when it joined the game, it was very much a handling car. Good through the sort of twisty circuits. So was that Joker very solid in the background I saw there? Perhaps he's now got switchback all over him. Since the update, however, it's now a bit more of a power car and is not all that good through the corners anymore. So. So far, still getting okay. Dusty Fossil and Zomlar battling over 8th and 9th. These two have fought many times over many seasons and still stuck together. Some closing in the braking there for the final corner. Rebellion livery car. Have a good exit at the final corner then, so we might see a move down into turn 2. Switch back in the slipstream of Joker as well, so both of the WRT cars under pressure. Switch back to the inside through turn 1. That'll give Joker the inside for turn 2. However, Switchback's going to try and sweep around the outside and he gets it done. Good move there from Switchback.
Very clean overtake just there.
Very good move there from Zach then, so recovering after his opening lap off. Dropping down all the way to P11. Now some way off the lead then, so up front, meanwhile the gap is now under a second then, so Rom is now starting to chip away at the lead of Lennon. So coming to the S's. Once again, more intensive a second is the lead. Lennon leading Rom. Gap back to Homer is now 2 seconds, so he's just dropped away a little bit. Pace up front is electric, then blue flag and Jonesy 4th and 5th still stuck together, and they have now managed to drop Switchback. Tune of 1.5 seconds. He's still got Joker in hot pursuit. And it's just Fossil and Zom. Marley, Derek and Steph are also coming together. To this bottom right hand we go then. Speed starts to build. Oh, what's happened? There's been a death. It's Lennon.
Oh.
Lennon's the first one to go at the death chicane. So he was running P2. He's down to P6. Saw a yellow flag pop up.
The chicane's claimed its first victim.
He has indeed, and it's the reigning champion as well. So last season's GT2 champion in the wall at the death chicane. So he's the first victim, and I doubt he will be the last. So then that leaves us with a Red Bull 1-2. It's like watching F1.
It is indeed.
So now 2.3 seconds clear of Homer. There they are then. The blue flag, it's got the magnets on then. The gap to Homer is now just 2.4 seconds. That's coming down. The Bull boys aren't going to have it all their own way. And of course, blue flag is bringing Jonesy with him. Jonesy tucked right onto his rear wing there. And Jonesy's doing the sensible thing here, which is just following, not trying to attack, letting blue flag set the pace.
If they start fighting, they're just going to slow each other down. Exactly.
It's a big twitch there. As one thing about following cars closely is dirty air, of course, though, which I think Jonesy just got a big dollop of. He's still tucked under the nicely. So yeah, if you can just follow blue flag, bump him down the straights if necessary, but you can work together because blue flag 5 seconds off the lead. So yeah, let's look at the fuel situations. Pagani's just highlighted there on Lennon. So Rom just over half a tank, Homer as well. Looks like a little bit over. Jonesy's bang on half a tank, so he's a little bit down on fuel compared to some of them around him. Switchback's just over. Lennon's under half a tank already, so yeah, Lennon's been absolutely revving his car. Oh, Joker having a slide in the background. So Lennon will be one of the first ones to pit for fuel, more than tyres. Joker doing well on his, he's got over half a tank left. Dusty Fossil even more, so he's doing really well on his fuel. Zom also doing really well. Zom's very good at one-stopping races, so he's saving a bit of fuel. Marley's on half a tank, Steph's just over half a tank, Derek's on half a tank, Mikey is backwards at the dash chicane.
Claimed another victim.
And he's coming round. Ooh, gets out of the way just in time. He's just got over half a tank, and as has Andy, so yeah, Mikey... Oh, Rob's off! Race leader spins out of turn 3. Just as I cut back, he's gone over that curb on the outside. Oh, he's going round again. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. And so Homer inherits the lead. Drama then at the front, the race leader under no pressure, other than the weight of his own expectation. And Rom there with a big error. Ooh, Homer over the curb as well there. That's probably what just happened to Rom there. There's a big curb on the exit of turn 3. And if you go over that, it's a big drop. It will unsettle the car, and I think that's what's happened there. Is Rom has hooked his tyres over the left-hand side of that curb, and it's just spat him out. So then Homer now fighting a lone 4-0 up front for Red Bull. His lead is still 2.3, so he's managed to just peg that gap. He's a little bit wide of the dash chicane there, though. Blue Flag's a better run. He's taken a couple of tenths out of him. So Blue Flag is now starting to close. The pressure's starting to build. Tyre situation.
Oh, Marley's in the wall again from Def Chicane. I'll say again, first time.
Steph as well, I think, has had a drama. He's slow. I don't know if he's maybe been held up by Marley there. Derek up the inside of Zom into the final corner. Zom giving him the big squeeze though. Oh, they're going to go wide. Zom tried so hard to squeeze there, Derek, to keep the position. They both end up going wide, and Stats put Steph right back on top of them. They've also now lost like 3 seconds to Dusty Fossil. So he'll be very happy to see those cars getting smaller in his mirror. And so then the picture changes, as it was Red Bull looking dominant. Now it's Braun who've got 2 cars in the top 4. Drop down the hill then. So I've got a slight impasse, and let's go through last night and your races last night. Of course, it was GT3 at Blue Moon Infield A.
Yes.
2 victories to your name last night. Congratulations.
Anna, thank you. I was still kind of somewhat riding off that high of the wins there, to be fair. I wasn't expecting, especially in the last one, to get anywhere near top. I think I can't, was it Zombie that had the issue lap 7?
Yeah.
I think that's what can. Don't get me wrong. Everyone pointing out my tyre wear. I am aware. It's not the best, but it seems to work. For the most part,
I'm assuming
anyway.
you're a pad user then, are you?
Yes.
Yeah, I might explain some of it. Definitely. Pads definitely do it a little bit harder on your tyres than the wheels. So we'll have a look at comparison. So look at the front drivers. Homer doing a really good job. He's kind of pegged that gap again and just started to increase it slightly. His tyre wear's pretty heavy on the front left. Blue Flag, who's definitely on a wheel, significantly better. So is Jonesy. So is Switchback even better. Switchback's got probably the best tyre wear at the minute. He's definitely a wheel user. So the wheel users are definitely benefiting from a tyre wear point of view. So we're probably getting into the pit stop kind of window then. So if we're going to do this on a one-stopper, you're looking at like, what, 16, 17, depending on which tyres you want to go to.
If you was to go hard, you could do it a little bit earlier, I reckon. Maybe a tiny bit, like...
Yeah, definitely. But Homer's actually pulling away again. So that gap's back up to 2.5 seconds. And I think Jonesy suddenly decided that maybe he wants to get through. Because he's latched right to the back of blue flag. And does he now fancy giving chase? Because we're getting into the pit window then. So driver's down about a third of a tank now. Looking at lap 15, so I don't think they're going to be able to do this on. It's going to be really, really tight. Now, I don't think this is going to be a one-stopper, is it? I think it's going to have to be a two.
I reckon if someone like Switchback was to really take care of the tyres until they were very nearly dead and then jump onto a hard, he might be able to do it.
I just think the time loss on a hard tyre is going to be too much. I think a medium will probably be the best strategy in terms of the tyre wear. Because I think the mediums probably can... Especially if you're not starting on a full tank, but I suppose we'll just have to see. Probably get into the window though, so we might start to see something happen soon. Obviously, the less time you spend in the pit lane, the better. So is anybody going to fancy a two-stopper with a soft tyre? We shall see. We shall see. Let's have a run down then. So Homer leading still, 2.3 seconds the gap to blue flag. Jones is still very much on his tail though, so sitting comfortably at the moment. Switchback also just keeping a watching brief in fourth. Lennon back up to fifth after his altercation with the dash chicane. He's got Joker in hot pursuit. A little bit of twitch there. Dusty Fossil just starting to close in on those two a little bit as well. Just running his own race currently. P7. He's got very, very good tyre wear. In fact, Dusty Fossil's possibly got the best tyre wear of anybody
I do think he does.
Far. Steph's now at the head of this little pack in 8th, the head of his teammates. So we've got the two Rebellion cars and the two BWT cars. So Steph and Zom leaving Derek and Marley. Andy in P12, Rom Olsen is in, so Rom's pitting. He's got onto a new set of medium tyres, so I think that's a two-stopper. So that's definitely a two-stopper for Rom then. So Rom, of course, it's all gone wrong for him. You can see there, look on lap 8, a 2 minute. And he's just done a 2, he's just pitted, so that's why he's had another slow lap there. But yeah, Rom, he was leading this race. Threw the lead away though. He's down to 13th, Mikey. Still plugging away. Can we come again? Ooh, a big twitch to the wall. Homer there just clipped the wall. He had a big twitch on the entry to the first part of the dash chicane. Look at his tyre now. His front left is absolutely gone. So are we going to see a pit stop from Homer here? We've just seen Rom pit. Does Homer follow his lead?
No, he's choosing to stay out.
He's staying out. Anybody comes back behind? Oh, switch back to the grass. Coming out the final corner. Jonesy's tyres also starting to look a bit second now. He's still got a bit of life in them, but yeah, Homer's tyre wear is definitely the worst.
Lennon's fuel light is on, it's flashing.
Yeah, Lennon's then, he'll be in, he'll have to be in at the end of this. That's a two-stopper for Lennon. Yeah, Zombie saying he doesn't want to talk about the last race last night because it still hurts. Which is understandable. We were odds on watching that it was going to be a repeat of the first week with an Oven win race 1, an Oblivion race 2 victory, and then a Zombie race 3, and it was all on. And then he ran deep at the hairpin and gifted it to my co-commentator, which I'm sure you were very thankful for.
I was indeed. It was quite a shock, to be honest.
You're not going to get many gifts in this championship, so any of them are greatly received. The gap now in the lead is down to 1.1 seconds as the Homer. His tyres very much on the limit there. He's really struggling now with these right-handers.
How's the def chicane going to treat him with the front left being that bad?
Let's have a look. Here he comes. Nice.
Oh, he handles it nicely.
It was all good. Blue flag is still closing then. It's now under a second. So I think Homer's going to have to pit this time. He's okay for fuel, but he definitely needs tyres. He's just hemorrhaging too much time now. Blue flag is very much on him, so he should stay tight here. He does. And he comes and Homer is in, racing through the pits at the end of lap 12. So are we going to see medium softs then? I think it's going to be the way here, because I don't think anybody's going to get... Maybe blue flag. Not 13. I think fuel is going to stop them doing a one-stopper here. So then Blue Flag inherits the lead for the first time this evening. It's chased by the two Brawn cars, who are now second and third. Jonesy's just up by a little bit. At this stage, his tyre wear is a little bit worse than Blue Flag's. Switchbacks also kind of about the same, but he's significantly better than his teammate on fuel. So let's see, Joker now fourth, Dusty Fossil in fifth. Steph is back up to sixth. Big gap back now, so he's broken clear of this pack. Now Marley's got ahead of Zom. And then Homer, who's just come out of the pits, is now in ninth. He's gone back onto the medium tyre. Andy in 10th, he's still on his starting tyres. Rom has jumped Lennon. He's just pitted, he's now on the medium tyre then. So Rom back in the hunt, but bit of work to do to catch back up again after those dramas he had. Mikey in the pits as well, he's going on to a fresh set of second, looks like medium size. Field goes in. We'll go back to the leaders then in the meanwhile, and Jonesy's closed that gap down again. The switchback is very much there then, so we've got just a second covering the lead three again. The fuel light is on for Jonesy, here he comes, so Jonesy's in. Blue Flag's in as well, late call from Blue Flag.
Very late call from Blue Flag.
You can see that Jonesy's got 7 litres less fuel than Blue Flag there, so good fuel saving from Blue Flag. He's gone, I think, on tyres alone, because I think he could have done another lap or two with his fuel. Switchback's carried on for another lap. I still don't think. Then we've also got Joker in, Steph's in as well. Steph there, 17 litres, that's the best of the fuel. Pitting. Now, where does Homer come out relative to those in the pits? Let's have a look. Here he comes. Here comes Blue Flag. Here comes Homer. I think Blue Flag's got the jump on him. Oh, no, he hasn't. Homer swiped across the nose. So Homer then retakes what is the net race lead. Blue Flag, Jonesy having a big twitch there as he tries to get his tyres up to temperature, then cold tyres. You can see the cars squirming around then, so he's back on mediums. Blue Flag on the mediums as well. So yeah, it looks like they're going to save softs for later on in the race. Switchback is your leader. He's now on the red line, however, so I think he'll be in this time around. Dusty Fossil going well in P2. Keeping his nose clean. I've not seen a lot of him. He's kind of been a bit of no man's land. He's fought off all competitors. Now running in P2, then Switchback coming up to the final corner. Is he in this time? He is, so race leader is in. But look at Dusty Fossil's tyre wear, that is superb. 14, I think he could be trying the one stopper here.
He's very even across all 4 tyres.
He is indeed, that is superb tyre management from Carl. And if he can get to lap 17, 18, if the fuel, it's the fuel that I'm worried about for him. I think he probably could do it on the tyres, but the fuel, I think, is the problem there. Ask Com's question in the chat there. What is your favourite type of cabbage? Are you a red, a white, or a Zac? Personally, I like a green, or white cabbage.
Just a green one. There's any of them that's green.
Yeah, any green one's fine. Homer comes through then. Switchback is going to drop in right behind Blue Flag, but he has jumped his teammate then. So Jonesy's lost out to his teammate. In fact, Jonesy's quite some way off now. He's dropped a long way back from Blue Flag and Switchback, and he's now got Rom, the recovering Rom, on his sail. Oh, Jonesy's sideways. What a save. What a save that was there as Jonesy gets the rear tyres lit up out of the right-hander there over that crest. We saw it claim Rom earlier. And Jonesy nearly followed suit, but just about gathered it up. He seems to be struggling in a bit to get those tyres switched on. Dusty Fossil on the red line then, so I don't think he's managed to get the fuel save he needed to make this a one-stop race. He's put himself very much in contention now. What does he do here? Does he do the middle sector of this race on the softs, finish on the mediums, or does he go back onto mediums but spend less time in the pits? Zom, who's in second, also on the red line, so he'll be in this time around. So despite their best efforts, I think 20, they can do 15 laps, seems to be the maximum.
If Zom goes in as well, Dusty Fossil could come out in front of Homer.
I don't know. see. In the pit lane. Homer coming up to the final corner. He's extended that gap now, so that, of course, blue flag was right on him as they came into the pits. That gap's now 3 seconds, so Homer pulling away again. Zom's carried on, interestingly.
Is he going to have enough fuel to get around the lap?
Well, he's on the red line, which means he probably got about 1.3 when it starts flashing. Dusty Fossil fuel going in now, so he's been cleared by Homer. Blue flag switchback Jonesy Rom. And then coming up start finish straight. Dusty Fossil's on his way. He's going to come out right behind his teammate. So yeah, Dusty Fossil back where he was.
I completely underestimated how long those pit timers were.
So Dusty Fossil there, he's gone. Not gone for a full tank though, so Unsafe wants to know my best Scouser impression. I'm going to go with the obvious one, which is, hey, you can have chicken and a can of Coke.
I think everyone goes for that though, don't they?
It's the go-to, isn't it, really? It's like if you want to talk Jamaican, you just say beer can.
A beer can sandwich,
A beer can. So Zom is your race leader, but for not much longer, because he's in this lap and he's got Homer right on the back of him as they come to the dash chicane. So Zom's done 16 laps, which is probably a couple of shy of where he'd need to be to make this on a one-stopper. He's very pedestrian there, and Homer is going to lose a hatful of time here. He's lost nearly a second and a half there because he's been stuck behind Zom through the dash chicane, who's being pedestrian. You're very welcome, Mr. Felicia. So Zom should peel off everything he does, but look at that. That's cost Homer massively there. He was 3 seconds ahead of blue flag. Last time around, that gap is now 1.1. So he has been balked horribly there by Zom. Blue flag there. I don't know how much he's been paid by blue flag to do that, but it has worked out very nicely for blue flag. He's now very much back in the hunt then. So Homer leads, but the gap down to under a second now from blue flag, with switchback very much there as well. Jonesy now is starting to just edge away from Rom, who in turn is back under pressure from Lennon. So fourth and fifth are our early race pace setters. Both have had incidents. I don't think I can say that in a Scouse accent, so I'm sorry. I haven't got enough bleach in the house to say it either, so. Rom and Lennon, of course, who were early pace setters, 5th and 6th at the minute. Then Rom is 7.9 seconds off the lead, and then just behind him he is 8.7 seconds off the lead. Then we've got Dusty Fossil and Joker then, teammates 7th and 8th. Very strong for them then. Steph is now 9th. He is 4.5 seconds back from them. Then we've got Marley in 10th. Zom, who's just pitted. He's down to 11th. We've got Derek in 13th. Mikey's 14th. And he has just pitted. Oh, he's over that curb. Oh, careful, Andy. He's on his way again, though. So Homer then trying to push to build that lead. He's back up to 1.6 seconds. The switchback's looking very interested at making a move on blue flag. He's had a really good run out the final corner. Will he be close enough into turn 2? Shaping up for it. He's down the inside. Can he get it stopped? He's run a little bit deep. He's run very deep over the curb. They're going to go wheel to wheel, and blue flag sweeps back around the outside.
Well, that would have slowed them down.
Good battling, but look at that. That's cost him a second. That lead 1.6 is now 2.6 again and growing. So that one move there from switchback, trying to get the advantage and set off the chase, has actually cost them time. Homer then pulling away again in the lead. Look at Homer's lap times then, fairly consistent. 1:39s, a couple of 38 in there as well. Just the one slow. I see how much time he got lost on till lap 16 there. 1:42.6. He was 4 seconds slower on that lap because getting stuck behind Zom just through the dash chicane. So massive time loss there, but switchback helping him out. And that's allowing Jonesy to just start to close back in again. So the gap now to Jonesy is now 1.5 seconds, so he's closed 2 seconds. On these two now they've started battling. And Rom in 5th still, Lennon still there, so the top 6 covered by 9 seconds. So all these 6 still very much in this.
Oh, Rom's in the wall.
Oh.
Def chicane wall. Oh, Joker sideways around the wall as well.
So just side on side contact. It'll lose you a little bit of momentum, but the time loss isn't horrific there, so improvement still well on their way. Joker and Justy Fossil now running nose the line astern, 7th and 8th. A bit of a twitch there from Joker as he tries to get on the power. Steph's also coming down, so Steph was 4.5 seconds behind Dusty Fossil. He's now just 3, so Steph's got the magnets on. 39.2 on the last lap. Dusty Fossil did a 40.5. So not Dusty Fossil's best lap. Derek and Peter. I've not seen much Derek tonight. I thought the BWT boys maybe just didn't have the pace in qualifying, but would come to in the race. But that's some little dramas along the way.
Homer just set a purple sector 1.
So he had about lead 3.5 seconds again. So all that time he lost behind Zom, he's got back. So fair play to Homer there. He's really got. Oh, changed for second place as well. That might be why. Switchback then has made the move, made it stick. So let's now have a look. Now he's got clear air. What can he do about our race leader? 3.3 seconds the gap. Then we're on lap 19 now, so we're into the second half of this race. There chicane we come then. Right up against that little bit of curbs. That's probably the quickest way. Oh, blue flag is a big twitch there coming out the dash chicane.
Good save.
Slip out of slipstream range. He has. He slipped out of the slipstream range there. But we'll have a look at switchback's line. See that dash chicane next time around, because there's a little bit of curb sort of in the middle of it, which he kind of uses your turn in point, but he's right up against the wall there. So that's really good. That's really a good line for switchback there. That's like kind of the optimal line there, getting right up against that wall, really open the angle up. As you can see there, we've got 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th in the background, all in shot. So Lennon, who is 9 seconds off the lead, but he's only 6 seconds off of 2nd place. So Switchback is getting that gap down then, 2.8 seconds now, so he is closing. So maybe he was right to make the move on blue flag.
Ooh. Jonesy having a bit of a moment.
Yeah, big tank slapper there from Jonesy, but still going alright. Switchback there, just with purple in sector 1. Rom still with the fastest lap, 38.1. Of course, I expect if everybody's going to go onto the soft tyres for the end of the race, that lap time will be obliterated later on. Let's see then, gap now 2.5 seconds. The Switchback is closing in. Our pole sitter, who went all a little bit wrong for him on lap 1, down to P11. He's now 1/10 purple in sector 2. So yeah, Switchback is pushing on hard. You can see there, just glances the wall against a little bit of curb there. It's the perfect line through Switchback there so far. He's nailed that. There's your top 4. One shot. There's 5th in the background. So. Tear up the camera. There we go. So yeah, it seems to be these 6. I think the podium's going to come from these 6 drivers. Now the gap back to Joker in 7th is 7 seconds now. So it seems to be these 6 have now broken clear. Dusty Fossil though is holding Steph at arm's length. Zom has got back ahead of Marley then. So the Rebellion car's 9th and 10th. The BWT car's 11th and 12th.
Not a lot of issues with the def chicane this
It's been very good. They've been very good so far, mostly. Not too many dramas.
I think it's only claimed like, what, 2 people?
2 or 3 that we've seen anyway. Homer goes purple in sector 1. Switchback is still chipping away. That gap down to 2.2 seconds now. Although Homer's had a better run through the S's, starting to pull away. This gap just ebbing and flowing then, but look at the tyre wear on Homer's car again. That is a lot more tyre wear on that front left tyre again, compared to Switchback, who's definitely the kindest of everybody to his tyres. Jonesy's probably got 2nd worst, so Homer's got the worst tyre wear, Jonesy's got 2nd, then blue flag, and then Switchback. So tyre wear could be the factor that really brings Switchback into this one. Rom, of course, who pitted a little bit earlier than everybody else, still going well in 5th. Just 2.3 seconds off the back of Jonesy. Bobby slapped the wall on the exit dash chicane again. That's just going to cost him a couple of tenths. the run down to the final corner. And closing in again as well.
Oh, Dusty Fossil tapped the wall on the way out of the def chicane.
So then on to lap 22 of 35 then. We're kind of at, what we're at now? Just over 2/3 distance? Not quite. Quite 2/3 distance. There's my maths. A little bit off. But we nearly then. So Homer still leads 2.2, so the gap has just kind of held again. Homer's responded there, did a 38.9 on the last lap. Yep, switched back to the 38.7, so just lost a couple of tenths that time. But yeah, very impressed with the Brawn boys, especially switchback, considering he was off and in the gravel on lap 1. His race could have gone so much worse, but he's really just kind of got his head back down again, got back into the zone.
A very good recovery from him.
Now back into P2 and right in the contention for the victory here. I think it's going to come down really to his what the tyres do everybody take in the final stop. When do they need to make their final stop? And what tyres do they take? We've seen 15 laps out of people, so if they can get into the window, obviously they can do this on one more stop.
I think Blue Flag is marginally better tyre wear than Switchback.
Yeah, that's kind of evened out because Switchback did look a lot better really, but I don't know if Switchback maybe just pushing on a little bit more now as just started to eat a little bit more of his tyres up. So he's been constantly in the 38, so that's so 38.9, a 38.4 and a 38.7. Blue Flag doing a 40.0, 38.7 and a 39.0, so yeah, Switchback's been a little bit quicker. And that's been reflected in that tyre wear there. It does a 38.8 that time again, compared to a 39.2 for Homer, so yeah, Switchback is closing in. And yeah, that's a good point. Unsafe to just point out the Blue Flag's got traction on. I don't know whether that's deliberate. Oh, Josie! On around goes Josie from 4th.
I heard the tyre, I didn't see the moment.
So at the moment he's gone over that curb that claimed Rom earlier on. Oh, he's got dirty tyres, he's sideways again. I think Rom's just pitted, so Rom's in the pits actually. And back onto the medium, so it's a triple medium stint from Rom, so he's not using the soft tyres. So what he needs to do now is push where he's got clear track and fresh tyres and try and close that gap down to the leaders who are still on their older rubber. That will be his only chance to get back in that fight then. He was still a couple of seconds off the back, although Jonesy's probably just thrown away the advantage that he had, so there's a P4 in the offing for Rom. And Lennon did get ahead of Jonesy there after that mistake. Gap for the lead, 1.7 seconds. Switchback continues to chip away. Homer's still driving really, really well, but Switchback is definitely closing. Down to the final corner there, your front 3 then. Home in the foreground, Switchback in the middle, Blue Flag in the background. Gap to Lerner's now 5 seconds. Then what camera angle is that?
I've noticed there's been a couple problems with camera angles.
Show me this. I mean, there's a very nice green infield there, but I don't really want to watch that, to be honest.
There's more important things going on right now.
There is indeed, and this is one of them watching. So Homer still leading this race then. Yeah, like I say, he didn't lose his head when he got kind of dropped off by Lennon and Rom earlier on. He's taken the lead as they've both come a cropper. Switchback has a big twitch in the background.
Maybe we should start calling it the Death Crest.
Yeah, I think it is. I think that's claimed more victims than the Death Chicane has, I think. So,
yeah, it has.
So into there, then we go. Now, how much longer is Homer going to stay out on those tyres? He's got enough fuel, but again, that front right left tyre, very, very second hand. The gap's down to 1.5. He might maybe fancy one more lap, although he can probably get to the end here if he pits this time. So it'll be 12 laps to the end. That's what he's been doing.
Do you think that'll be a third medium or go on to the soft?
I think from here he'd have to go to the mediums again, because obviously bearing in mind he's done 12 laps on the mediums and they're that bad. If the soft tyres are probably not going to last more than about 7-8 laps by the look of it. But we saw how powerful the undercut was last time around for him. So if he can navigate the Death Chicane successfully, and he does. Oh, he just clipped the wall on the exit though. Oh, the Switchback's had a poor run as well, so he's actually pulled out a gap to 1.5 seconds again. Switchback there was a little bit cautious into the dash chicanes, had a better run out of it though. Gap coming back down again. Yeah, Homer just seems to be struggling to turn there, so I think he's going to dive in this time. He is. So race leader is in. Going for a firm undercut there. Switchback will carry on, and his tyre wear is superb compared to Homer, but Homer's now going to have the benefit of the undercut. The question is though, is he going to have traffic? Where is he going to drop out? There's a big gap between Homer and Joker. That said, Joker, Dusty Foster and Steph are all coming up the start-finish straight now. He's going to drop up behind them. What's the gap like between Steph and Rom? Who's coming to the final course? There's a big gap here, so Homer will have clear air actually. He's going to come out in P8. But he's got a lot of clear track ahead of him. And of course the guys ahead of him will be making their stop soon. I think the key thing for Homer at this stage is he's not up behind Zom. Zom is in the middle of a battle with Marley and Derek still. So these three have been together pretty much all night that I've seen. Steph has left this battle behind, but Zom continues to fight the two BWT cars. In P12, Zom P11. With a slide there through the first chicane. Marley just ahead of him. He's in P10. Steph now has got the gap down to Dusty Foster to 1.6 seconds. Currently over 7th, 6th and 5th. Joker just ahead of... So Dusty Foster and Joker just circulating together brilliantly. So maybe a second car, maybe a second off the ultimate pace, but...
Joker having a little bit of a slide out the def chicane just then.
Some solid points on the offering for the two WRT cars here. Going on up front then, Switchback leads, 2.6 seconds is the gap now, so he's definitely cleared blue flag and pulled away, so the pace has been real. Of course this is kind of a critical stage for him now because he needs to be putting in good laps because Homer on fresh tyres, clear track, it's going to be closing. We've got a yellow flag. Who is that? It might have been Mikey recovering from a moment. He's underway again now though, so it won't inconvenience Switchback too much. Still going well in the third. The recovering Jonesy still going, although Jonesy's now on the red line on fuel and his front left tyre also looking particularly second hand, so he'll be in this time around. I would imagine it'd be more mediums for him. Lennon's on the red line for fuel. Blue flag not far away. Switchback on the red line as well then, so pit stops are imminent. But what tyres are we going to see? That's the question. What tyres are we going to see? Back into the dash chicane. Oh, in the wall. That was not the best line there. He looks a little bit wide through the middle part of it and slaps the wall on exit. Gives a couple of tenths back to blue flag. He had a better run. Jonesy was particularly pedestrian through there. Out the final corner of the Switchback pit. He does. Late dive for the pits. Blue flag also in as well.
Joker clipped the inside of the wall on the def chicane just then.
Yeah, he's dropped behind Dusty Foster and Steph's on him now as well. He goes defensive. I think Joker might be in. Oh, he's had a bit of a twitch mid-corner. Steph's to pick up the inside of him. And yeah, Joker's in. Steph's going to follow him. Right, where is Homer? Out the final corner. Where is he going to come out relative to Switchback? Fuel going in for Switchback. Homer's coming over the crest into the final corner now. Switchback's on his way and he's on the soft tyre. Switchback to the soft, blue flag to the soft tyre as well. Homer's going to clear them, or is he? He goes past blue flag. Switchback's getting up to speed. He's going to be down the inside though. He'll have the grip. And through he goes, but Switchback's right on him.
Oh, he packed it on the apex just in time to avoid that counter
Indeed,
move.
but Switchback on those soft tyres is on the attack up immediately. Homer though cuts across the nose. He's going to have a massive tyre advantage now, as is blue flag. Blue flag's closed in massively on Switchback. But what have we got then? So we've got a lot less fuel in Switchback and blue flag. Yeah, Homer now is under real pressure because switchback's on soft tyres. He's going to have so much more grip through these corners. Those soft tyres will switch on quickly as well. Because he's already on the attack, down the outside, into the bottom hairpin. Can he go around the outside? He's got to head into the braking zone. He's going to run him the long way around, but I think he gets on the marbles, and I think Homer's just about got it. He has for now.
Oh, we don't want to be seeing too wide going into the left chicane. That would have been scary.
Here we go then. He blinks. Oh, we'll get through okay. Blue flag running a little bit wider on exit, but kept it out the wall. In comes Jonesy then with 0% fuel, so Jonesy's run the tank dry. He's gone a little bit deep to the final corner. You can see how much more grip switchback's got there as he tries to cut underneath. Here we go then. He's out of the slipstream early though, that may be too early. Bit of side drafting then, switch back to the inside for turn 2, if he can hang on. And as he goes through, he goes deep again though. Homer's going to try and switch back on the exit, is he? He's going to try, but finds a Braun car in his way. So switch back to the lead. So for the first time since turn 2 on lap 1, switchback leads the race. Great fight back from Zach there. I just saw that Dusty Fossil's also gone to the soft tyres. So the question is now though, are they going to let, I suppose you've got significantly less fuel in the car now, so they will get more life out of the soft tyre. Is it going to be enough though to get them to the end of the race? We shall see. This is not over. Oh, Homer's a little bit ragged through the S's and blue flags on him. Blue flag knows he needs to go with switchback while he's got a tyre advantage over Homer. Lennon's out in 4th. He's on the soft tyre as well. Then Rom back down to 5th, and so Lennon has cleared Rom. And they've both cleared Jonesy. But Rom on the medium tyres, of course, he pitted first out of pretty much everybody in this lead battle. Steph has jumped Dusty Fossil and Joker. So Steph up 2 places, just Dusty Fossil right on the back of Steph though. Marley has got back ahead of Zom, but they've got a pit stop due. Look at switchback checking out now in the I would say it's good to see Mikey running with the lead pack stuff. He's just tucked in behind Rom there in P5. So switchback then, having got the lead of the race now, is starting to inch away. That lead already 1.4 seconds then. Although Homer has managed to just put a bit of time into blue flag. He's in 3rd, but he's 1.5 seconds back. Lennon now only 2.9 seconds behind him, so Lennon's closing in. Of course, he was about 9 seconds off the lead at one point. That lead is now just 6, so Lennon's closing back in. And there as well, Rom go purple in sector 1. Lennon has taken the fastest lap away from Rom, so it's now a 1:38.178. He was a little bit deep there into the S's. Yeah, Jonesy seems to be the one that's lost out here. That extra lap, did he run out of fuel before he got to the pit lane, I wonder? So, Tom reckoning the blue flag is fuel saving. I did think the blue flag clawed back a big chunk of time in the pit lane. Like you say, yeah, he's got less fuel at the top 3. So is blue flag having to save fuel? Is he under-fueled?
Five laps remaining with just under half a tank.
Yeah, indeed. He's got him and Lennon have got quite a lot less fuel than he got. Bomb's okay on fuel, but because he's on older and harder tyres, because he's on the mediums. Everybody ahead of him, apart from him and his teammate, both on the mediums. The Red Bull cars have both gone medium, medium, medium. Everybody else has gone medium, medium, soft, and that's now. You can see the benefit of that because switchback leads by 2.2 seconds. On lap 30 of 35. Switchback continues to lead. Homer leading blue flag, who's in 3rd, 1.1 seconds back to him. Captain Lennon is holding, so Lennon's closed in a bit, but it's just kind of stagnated now. Jonesy 7 seconds off the back of. Let's have a look at their in laps. So Lennon did a 2:08, Jonesy did a 2:10, so Lost a couple of seconds, but yeah, I don't know what's quite happened to Jones there. He seems to have lost a lot more time than the guys around him. He's done a very comfortable P6 though. 4 seconds ahead of Steph, who's now just putting a little bit of time into Dusty Fossil. Jacob coming back at his teammate, they're 8th and 9th. Derek in P10 as Zom pits. Marley going through. Andy P13 and the second of the One Motorsport cars. And there's Mikey. Not seeing much of him tonight. All went wrong early on for Mikey, unfortunately. Span at the first couple of corners. Nicely through the dash chicane that time. And he's on his way then. Switchback lead, 2.4 seconds now. And blue flag is back on Homer in the battle for P2, so he's regrouped.
It just seems to be in slipstream range on Homer as well, so...
Indeed, that'll help him pull in. I don't think he'll be close enough into turn 2 this time.
No, it might definitely give him the pull around the rest of the track to overtake somewhere before the depth chicane, maybe?
Maybe into that bottom right-hander, like you say. Although Homer's had a better run out of the over that crest there. Feeling a little bit more confident. But both of these two are running traction. On the right-hander we go now. I think Homer went wide there because blue flag is right on him now. Goes to the right, gets alongside. Got to compromise his line into the S's. Can he go around the outside? Homer bounces off the curb. To compromise his line. Blue flag's going to have a better run up the hill here. Homer's wide again. But he's gathered it up. Blue flag is very much on him.
I don't think he's going to be close enough. He might be close enough.
It would be a big send. I think he's going to wait for his opportunity. This is all helping Switchback, whose lead is now 3.6 seconds. Not really closing in either. The gap's still 2.8 seconds, so despite them battling.
Switchback tapped the outside wall on the
flag as well.
depth chicane.
Only cost him a tenth or so. So she can give up a tenth. As Homer's still got blue flag very much filling his mirrors. Blue flag though hit the wall quite hard on the exit of the chicane. Lost himself a chance into the final corner, but he's still very much on the back of Homer. So we'll come round to start lap 32. 4 to go, including the one they're on. Is he close enough this time into turn 2? He's got down to 2.5 tenths. He's going to have a move up the inside. He's not going to be close enough. Just enough to cover the line. Oh, yellow flag. Who is that? Is it? Could it be? No. One switchback. It was. No, it's Andy getting out of the way. That was what the yellow flag was. Blue flag then still very much on the back of Homer, trying to find a way to get that P2 away from the Red Bull kart. Lennon's actually dropping back now in 4th. Still got Rom in his mirrors, although he seems to have got him covered at the moment. Jonesy has closed the gap down. Doing a personal best in Sector 1, but not featuring in that battle. Steph now clear in P7. Dusty Fossil behind him in 8th. Joker slipped back a little bit in 9th. He's got a big gap back to Derek, who's in P10. He's now 4 seconds ahead of his teammate. So in P12 and in P13. Mikey bringing up the rear, though he's back of Joker at the moment.
Andy having a bit of a moment.
Oh, what's happened?
Chicane.
Homer's hit the wall at the death chicane. And he's down to 3rd, and he's got Lennon all over him. So, Homer's had driven brilliantly all night. He's finally succumbed to the death chicane to some extent, and that's given blue flag P2. And now he's got to fight to keep that podium. Oh, he's driven so well all night, Homer. Didn't deserve that, but that is the cruel nature of this circuit. The switchback leads by 3.5 seconds. He's comfortably in the lead. This one, blue flag seems to have got his fuel situation under control. This is now the battle then. I know, that's Aaron there commenting that Tom doesn't say anything all race until this team starts winning, then suddenly he pipes up. Just a glory hunter. The glory supporter. There's T. Smith. So we've got 2.5 laps to go then. Switchback leads by 3.4 seconds over blue flag. And he is now clear in P2. The battle is on though for the final step of the podium between Homer, who's been at the sharp end of this race since the word go. And Lennon, the early race leader. He's on those soft tyres as well. He's got a tyre advantage. Can he put it to use? So Homer doing a brilliant job there, despite being on the harder of the two compounds available. He's got the medium tyre. And on the soft, he's doing a really good job of fending him off here. Rom's in the background, they're not really able to get into this fight. Jonesy continues to chip away, meanwhile in P6, trying to get back on terms, but I think he's going to run out of laps, barring any dramas ahead of him.
Everyone again seeming to cleanly get through the def chicane again.
Step through nicely, though. Dusty Fossil is starting to come back at him. The gap's now down to 1.7 seconds. Closing, so Dusty Fossil's not finished yet. Joker now in a very lonely. Lennon reckons he's underfueled.
Oh, he is a bit close, to be fair.
So maybe that's why Lennon's not attacking Homer. Is he in fuel save mode? We've got 2 laps to go, or less than 2 laps to go. Switch back comfortably in the lead then. 3.6 seconds, and he just needs to nurse it home from here. Doesn't need to take any risks, neither does a blue flag. Homer then just seems to have Lennon covered. Can Lennon save a bit of fuel and attack on the final lap? Like you say, yeah, he is right on the limit here. He seems to have Rom covered as well, though, so...
I think Rom seems to be quite close to the limit as well.
And Lennon onto the red line. That means about, what, 1.3? So Lennon, yeah, could be very, very tight on fuel here. You can see it's a massive short shifting. He's caught right onto the back of Homer here, though, so he could use that slipstream. And the leaders through the dash chicane, okay. Switchback is, blue flag is. Homer is. Lennon is.
Yeah.
Ron is as well. So he took 5 all through. Okay, it's still that battle for the final step of the podium.
Again, I think everyone seems to be alright with the def chicane.
Done a good job tonight. Not many people have clipped it too badly. Switch back then on to the final lap of the race. As Aaron commented, he's on for the Grand Slam here. Race win, fastest lap, pole position. This again for the final time. This has caught out a few people tonight, but no such dramas with switchback. Blue flag comfortably through as well. And he's got Lennon right on him. Lennon's tight on fuel. This is the battle. Who's going to stand on that final step of the podium? Lennon's caught right up now. He's using those soft tyres. He's got better tyre wear as well as having more grip. Yes, as we go then, this is just kind of follow through. He needs to just stay close, get a good run. He's had a good run there. He's still in the slipstream. Is he going to be close enough for a move into the bottom corner here? And he goes to the left, stays on the racing line. He's confident he's got that covered, and he does. Switch back meanwhile into the dash chicane for the final time. So he's going to navigate this once more. Takes plenty out of it, nice and comfortably through there. Bit of a slide on exit, but it's all good. Blue flag through as well. Lennon right on the back as they get through. He's had a good run, here we go. Lennon to the inside, Homer gives it the squeeze, but Lennon's got the inside line. Can he get it done on the brakes? Homer's going to try and sweep around the outside. Lennon goes in hot, can he switch back? Well, Lennon's on the marble, he's on the curb. Homer gives it the hip and shoulder wide. It's victory though for switchback. He's victorious there. Blue flag comes home P2. Homer gets P3 there. Great final lap scrap between him and Lennon, who comes home in P4. Rom gets P5. Jonesy gets P6. Steph is going to hold off the final charge from Dusty Fossil in the battle for P7. And he finishes 7th. 8th for Dusty Fossil. Joker's going to come home in 9th. Solid night from Joker. Good early pace. Then he's going to lead home the BWT charge. They're coming home 10th and 11th. You can see Marley there in the background. Which came for the final time. A little bit of a slide there, it's all good. Marley through as well. Yep. the final corner they come then. 10th and 11th for them tonight. A little bit of a slide at the final corner there, but we're all good. Here he comes to the line. 10th and 11th then for the BWT cars.
Zomler for the Def Chicane, fine for his final time.
Yeah, he's already. Mikey and Andy have already crossed the line. If their race is over then, and Zom. Has Zom done this on one stop? No, he's done two stop, I think he's put it on like 29 as well, yeah, so running the fuel all the way down. It's P12 then for the second of the Rebellion cars. And he's the last one to cross the line then. So there we have it then. It is victory for Switchback in the first endurance race of the season. A brilliant drive there from pole. He got ushered wide at turn 1, dropped to 3rd. Then went off at the top of the hill, and lap 1 dropped all the way down to P11, but fought his way back forward. Just brilliantly quick, consistent pace. And then snatched the lead after the final stop there. So he switched onto the soft tyres, claiming victory there. Fantastic job from him.
He had a very good drive. Very good drive.
Indeed there. So there we go. And that is our first endurance race for GT2 done. And we are back tomorrow with the GT1 action. It's also our first endurance race for GT1, and we are a deep forest. Be frenetic because we are in the Group 2 Honda NSX, which is a car with a lot of downforce there. High aero spec cars. So expect some thrilling racing around the tight, twisty confines of Deep Forest. So, how was your first commentary experience in an FTRL, Connor?
Oh, I don't think I prepared myself enough for all the excitement just then. I really don't think I did.
A lot goes on. I mean, imagine what it was like last night for us watching GT3, and that was even more exciting.
Yeah, I was panicking for the entire thing, so I think I would have been a lot more comfortable commentating that.
Exactly. Well, of course, we are back next week. Will be some more sprint races in GT2 and GT1, so there'll be plenty of action next week. Maybe if you're back next week with us, one of those, you get to see just how chaotic a sprint race can be from the outside.
I might be back. I'll be around if someone's needed.
Fingers crossed. Right, so thank you to very much everybody in the stream who has joined us. If you haven't already liked the stream, please do so. Thank you for commenting as always, and back tomorrow 8:30 for GT1. Do not miss it. Plenty of action going to be coming your way. But from myself and Connor for this evening, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again real soon.